Quarantine's over and Sigu's back. Let's get into it. All right, man. Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Today I'm going to do a review, or I should say a prediction. Today I'm going to do a prediction of Sigu's event coming up. So, before I get into that, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the page. Hit the thumbs up if you like the content. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. YouTube is not paying me, so I do what I want. All right. Syigu is back with a new card after quarantine. Okay, for those who don't know, Syigu is, I'm sure you should know by now because you're on the page, but Syigu is a South Jersey-based battle rap league who books pretty good names, books pretty good people, and this is no exception. So today I'm going to do a prediction on who I think is going to win, who I think is going to lose, and I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell you what I believe, how I think they're going to get to this, and how I think they're going to win or lose. So we're going to get into this card, and I'm not going to place the pictures on the screen, who the persons are, because I don't have time to do all that. So we're just going to run through the battles, and I'm going to start with the first battle. All right, so the first battle is Taz versus Fresh P the Don. All right, so Fresh P the Don is an up-and-coming battle rapper. I heard some of his music. He's pretty good as an artist. I think that this may be a little bit too much for Fresh P. I think that Taz is amazing. He's a very good battle rapper. And he's a very good freestyler. I think Taz's only problem is was his lack of preparation. But when Taz is on 100, he's very hard to beat. And I think that Taz is going to walk away with a clear victory here. I think that Taz is going to win. I think that Fresh P is going to put up a good fight. But I think that Taz is going to show that he's a little bit too much for Fresh P. And I think Fresh P to get a couple more battles under his belt. So, we'll see. But I got Taz winning that one. All right. Rocky versus Tuna Man. Tuna Man has a lot of aggression. I think that Tuna Man, I always remember Tuna Man because I got a picture of Tuna Man rapping and his girl behind. She got the mean face, like his girl. I just think that's so funny. But anyway, he has a lot of aggression. Rocky Penn is amazing. I think Rocky, sometimes, the thing about Rocky is he doesn't have to try hard and he beats people. This ain't gonna be no different. I see him wiping the floor with Tuna Man. And not the fact that Tuna Man isn't okay or isn't good. It's just Rocky just out of his league. You know what I mean? I personally don't really like this matchup. I think Rocky's definitely a step above Tuna Man, and I think that he's not gonna be able to keep up with this guy. Yeah, I mean, I think Rocky needs some better competition. And what I mean by that is he needs some stiffer competition, people who can give him a run for his money or really get him up out of here. So, but I got Rocky winning that. All right. Major Lead versus Ralph Bucky. Now, believe it or not, this is a battle that I really want to see. The only reason why I really want to see this battle is because I can't call a clear winner. I can't call a clear winner on this one. Because they're both really good at what they do. Ralph Bucky, to me, he has bars and performance. Major League is a legend. And he has bars and performance. I think Major League has more performance than actual bars. But I think if Major League sat down and write his raps, because he freestyles a lot too. I think if he wrote his raps, then I could understand. You know what I'm saying? It would be, he would have bars too. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to call a winner, it's going to be hard to say. It's one of those up in the airs. This is going to be a debatable. It's going to be a debatable. If they're both coming with it, it's going to be a debatable. If I had to choose a winner, I might go with Ralph Bucky. And for good reason, though. The only reason why I might go with Ralph Bucky is because Ralph Bucky know how to play the crowd with bars. Not to say that Major League can't do it, because I believe Major League can play the crowd with bars. But I think Ralph Bucky is a little more modern than Major League. I think Major League is a little more old school. Not taking nothing away from Major League, but I just think he's a little more old school. And I think Ralph Bucky is a little more modern. So if I had to really choose a winner, I would say that Ralph Bucky wins by a hair. That's just my prediction, but I still stand by it's going to be a debatable. So, surprise battle. KJ Spittin versus, I'm going to skip right over that. All right. So, now this battle here is probably going to be battle of the night. If you ask me, this is going to be battle of the night. And the reason why I say it's going to be battle of the night is because William Wolf makes his return. After the infamous him using the nigga word, or almost using the nigga word. And this is a return battle. And Preach, who's been on fire lately. I think that the last battle he had, he really didn't put up a good showing. But before that, like, he's really doing this thing. And Preach is focused. This is a very, very good battle. Very balanced. Both of these guys are very good. I'm going to go with William Wolf. And the reason why I'm going to go with William Wolf is because usually when people make their debut battle, returning battle, I should say, they had a lot to think about, a lot to process, a lot to get through, a lot to, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very, very hard to defeat the aura of someone's return. Has nothing to do with their bars, just their return really, really is going to put people at all. And I think that William Wolf, off of the controversy, he's definitely going to come with something. And he's going to probably say something about that. Not as in saying the N-word, but he's probably going to apologize and say something. And it's going to be fire. William Wolf's always been fire. To me, he's always been fire. I think he had a lot of stuff going on in his life, but you can't deny the boy. He's fire. You can't deny him. He's fire. As simple as that. Like, he's probably one of the best white boys I ever heard out of all the white boys. And I don't care where URL or not. He's fire. And if he's on 100, he could be on URL or KOTD or anywhere. He's that good. So I'm going to give William Wolf that battle. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hollywood Clay versus Goon for the number one contendership. Now, Hollywood Clay, one of the best pins I ever heard in my life. Out of everybody. I don't care if you're Daylight and Loaded Lux. Hollywood Clay would be in my, if I had to go off pins, he would be in my top 10. But here's the crazy part. If I had to go off pins, Goon would be in my top 20. Like just straight pin game, out of the battle rappers that I like, he would be in my top 20. That's not to say that I think that Hollywood Clay is going to win. I think that this is going to be a classic. This is going to be a slept-on classic, I should say. Slept-on classic. Now, if they both come and do their thing, I got Hollywood winning. And the reason why is because I think Hollywood Clay is not afraid to perform more than Goon. I think Goon bars and Hollywood Clay bars. Hollywood Clay can combat Goon with the bars, but I don't think Goon is going to be able to combat him with the performance. Unless Goon comes and performs, then it'll be something different. So I think that Hollywood's going to win this one. So, you know. Who else we got here? All right, so we got the handyman versus Battle Rap Corner. I really don't know too much about these guys. I heard about the handyman. I heard he's pretty good. And I'm not going to call a winner, so I'm just going to skip over that one. All right. Floss the Boss versus Uncle Nate. Floss the Boss. Floss the Boss. Floss the Boss. I love you, Uncle Nate, but Floss is going to win. Floss might even smoke your boots, bro. I ain't going to lie. Listen, bro. Floss. Floss is another battle. See, this is the thing about Floss that people got to understand. Floss is one of the most unique battle rappers that I ever heard in my life. Because he relies, he don't even rely on certain things. Because you don't never know with Floss. He could come in and rap you because he's a good rapper too. But the thing about Floss that I like is he's unpredictable when it comes to performance. And his vocal projection is amazing. Because sometimes he can sound like he's joking with you, but he's really serious. And sometimes he can sound like he's serious, but he's really joking with you. You know what I'm saying? He's very complicated. He reminds me of me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think that, I would never battle Floss. It's not the fact that I would never battle Floss because I would lose I just wouldn't battle Floss because I like Floss and we cool. And I'm into conversation. There's a couple people I wouldn't battle. Floss is one of them. Bonus is another one. Trub is another one. Mulatto is another one. Monstar is another one. J Storm, another one. And there's a couple other people. But those people I wouldn't probably ever battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would be motivated enough to write for either one, for them, for me to really feel like I'm putting my foot in it. So, but I got Floss winning that. Uncle Nate is pretty good, but I think that Uncle Nate is good with vocal projection and he's good with what's his name? But I think that Floss he's very charismatic, and I think that is what's going to kill Uncle Nate. Is Floss is very charismatic. And if Floss comes on 100, it's over. I'm sorry. Killa versus Bandit Montana. It's another battle that I'm eager to see. Killa, amazing. Killa, I think that sometimes Killa gets too cocky. But here's the thing. He backs it up, though. He just doesn't get cocky or get too cocky. But see, Killa is the only battle rapper that I know of that can write 3 rounds in a day or 2 days. Well, him and SG can write 3 rounds in a day and come and not fuck up. It's not many battle rappers can do that. Not many. I think that Killa does that on purpose because I think Killa is one of those battle rappers that he likes to put pressure on himself. You know what I'm saying? I think he likes to really put pressure on himself to perform at a high level. You know what I'm saying? But this battle, I think, is going to be a little bit different because Killa, usually when he gets battlers that are kind of a bigger name than him, he usually loses. And I don't say that with any malice. I'm just saying it's just what I see. He loses. I think that this time he has something to prove. And I think that he's going to come with something. Plus, he's in his house because the last big name I think he battled. Well, no, that's not true. I take that back. He beat a big name before. But I think the last big name that he had, Lex Luthor, that wasn't the last big name, but that name, I think he learned from that. And I think he's going to really, he's going to show out. He's going to show out. Bandit Montana wasn't always fired to me. He was okay, and then he got with the right people, and he got his shit together. And now he's fire. I think that that's another thing that a lot of battle rappers got to understand. Sometimes it's who you get with and who you associate with that can help you grow as an artist and make you better. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that he couldn't have got better on his own, but I think that for me, he's a little more appealing now, and I think that he had a couple of good battles, but he was always that guy. I always felt like sometimes I felt like when there was a bigger name than him, I felt like he was the lesser guy and he was the card filler in a way. Not to say that he was totally the card filler, but that's just how it was to me with Bandit. But now he can headline a battle event now. Bandit Montana can actually do something. And he's not that guy that's just looked at as like Twerk's boy or Dub's friend. You know what I'm saying? Now he's just like them. Like, oh, that's Bandit Montana. He's fired. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like that. I like this battle. This is gonna be a close one to call. Bandit just battled Twerk. I seen that piece of that battle. He did good. Killa just battled some dude in Rochester and he did good. Ah, man. I don't know. I'm going to go with Killa. And the only reason why I'm going to go with Killa, because Killa is very versatile and he's battling home. So he learned from his mistakes and I think he's going to capitalize off of it. I think that Bandit is going to come with something, but hopefully he puts on a show and don't really give a half performance. I don't think he's going to do that, but hopefully he doesn't. So I'm going to go with Killa on that one. All right. And the Saga versus Stampede. I got Saga winning. And here's the reason why. Saga is overall just a better battle rapper than Stampede. And I'm going to talk about Stampede. The only reason why I say that Saga is going to win is because Stampede, to me, doesn't take things too serious. I think if Stampede was to come and take this battle serious, this is going to be a classic. If he comes and takes it serious. Because Stampede is a legend. Stampede been around. He's battled. He's been on all stages. He's a legend. You can't. Stampede is probably one of the most recognized names from Philadelphia in battle rap. If you say Big Hand, Stampede, you could say Stampede, Big Hand. You could say Stampede, Big Hand, Butter. And the other dudes, they're not from Philly, but you would consider them from Philly. Bill Collector, Easy. But Stampede is in that conversation. So But I just think that Stampede has got to a point where he's just good where he's at. I don't think that he's really trying to reach and be better than what he was. If he did, and if he does this battle, this is going to be a classic. This is going to be a classic. And I don't want to see Miss Miami jump in the battle. She's fire. Like, just get that out the way. And if she does jump in the battle, then it's probably going to be fire. But she's fire. She's fire. I actually think that would have been a good battle too. Miss Miami versus Saga. But if he comes on 100 and he comes like he wants to win, this is going to be a classic. And I could probably say that he probably would win. He probably would edge it. Without being controversial, without being none of that, if he comes and he does his thing, I probably would go with Stampede. But going off the history of Stampede and his antics, he might not. But then again, who am I to say that? Because I think this is one of his biggest battles ever. So he might come with his best material. So I might be wrong. But it is what it is. If I had to choose a winner, I'll put it to you like this. If Stampede comes on 100 and he does his thing, I got him winning. If Stampede slacks, it's all on Stampede. If Stampede slacks and the saga comes like he did with Blitzkrieg, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long card ride home for Stampede. That's that. But I do believe that the saga is on a killing spree. I think that the saga says that he doesn't, all his battles now, he's really trying to get people out of here. That's a problem. That's going to be a problem for Stampede if he decides to go that route. So, I don't know. It's up in the air. Main event. And hopefully, we see what happens. But like, share, subscribe to the page. You know what it is. Everybody come to the event. And it's $25 at the door. Make sure you have your 25. Because you ain't going to get in. Told you so. You know what it is. Like, share, subscribe.